Hello? Yeah, we're getting ready. We're getting ready. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're getting ready for our first. Congratulations to the whole team. It's just the way we need to help the whole. We want to help. We want to help the the whole industry, the whole binary options industry, or the investment industry, connecting people to like the best traders out there. Hello? Hello? Hello, guys. Just a quick one. We want to find out how many people are joining the group, the live webinar, the new service. So we're going to be putting a few words at the group chat. Please, if you guys see it, you guys. If you guys see the message, please reply. Hello, guys. Yeah, we'll be going right now. We're going to be posting. Yeah, we're going to be posting. Trying to get people to come in. Hello, guys. We're going. I'm sorry, I have to like invite you guys over. Hello.
Yeah, hello guys. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello. Yes. Hello. The money update. We're here live, and you guys were about to introduce the guest star, the host for today. Please, you guys, if you're in, I just want you guys to reply. I'm putting up on the group chats. Just type in. I'll be typing it in just to show you an example, so you guys can type in. Once you're in, just type in. Are you guys in? Hello? Are you guys in? Yeah, we're seeing people coming in. Is live. So first of all, we would like to introduce the man of the hour. We want to talk about the man of the hour. We're going to. I don't know if you guys have been following us. We've been, like you said, we connect traders to the best trading groups, and apparently we found one superstar trader. That's what we call him when he does his work. Apparently, from doing some research and seeing how good the groups are, so he's going to come and speak to us about support and resistance. He's going to speak about support and resistance. And before we go in, I would like to introduce Mr. Yeah Junior.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good day. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yeah.
The morning update. Thank you
Yes,
for this great privilege. I really appreciate it.
Yes. So before we go start, can you just give us a little brief about you before we go into like the training? Because before that, let everybody out there know what's happening. Let them know what's happening, how's it going? Who is this person? Who is this guy that knows how to get the ITMs? So can you give us a short background of who you are, please?
I'm first of all, as Ella said, I'm Yeye David Junior from Edo State in Nigeria. So, okay. I've been trading for over 2 years now. Though I started very, very hard. It was not easy. Along the line, met some mentors and others. So nothing much, just there like that.
Well, that's good. And I'm sure we've heard a lot about how the trading days go, but we know about how the markets could be. We know it's all about the game of probabilities, but people like you that come to stand out. People at the traders and the war on the background, they always want to know, how did you get to this point? What did it take you? What did it take you before you got to this point?
Mostly it takes a lot of reading, seriously, and patience with good money management. That's very key. Because a trader that does not have patience, he should not be into the world of trading, because if you don't have that patience, you just be frustrated. You lose a lot. As in, you'll act. As in, it's kind of like that is the main key factor. Patient and waiting for the perfect setup, because most traders rush in a lot into things. They just open the market and everybody wants there's money in trading, there's money in trading. So let's just enter with my few $100. I can make 1,000. No, it's not like that.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm sure it's the advert. Sometimes when you go to YouTube and you see things like IQ option 99% and things like that on YouTube, I think it moves. It moves people to think that that's how it goes every single time. But luckily, because that's one of the reasons why we started this, to help traders be able to connect with good traders. When they speak to good traders can now teach them and tell them how it really happens.
That's true. Because what I believe, my motto is, if you cannot prove it to me, you cannot show me how it is done, then don't just show me a screenshot or a cheap video you can use on demo. Because on demo you can click anything. You can use $1,000 and you say yes, you're in money. You can say 100%. That because if you look at YouTube, 70% to 80%, that is what is on YouTube. Demo accounts, and you see them polluting the place. You think this thing is easy to use your affiliate links and other things to collect money from you while you lose. So you just have to be careful. You learn it yourself. You study. There are materials out there. There are a lot of good traders, good methods, as in good groups you go in. So you learn more from them.
Yes, yes, yes. Good groups that we go in. This is very nice. I understand. In fact, that's what drove us, like we said, that's what drove us to be able to create a platform like this to be able to help traders. That's how it works. We've seen and we notice it that when it comes to the markets are things that are quite unpredictable. It's a game of probabilities, like it's all said. It's a game of probabilities. But then when you get to meet real traders who will actually speak and talk and tell you about their experiences and what they do and what they talk about, what strategies they have, you can see that it's just a game. They'll tell you the truth. So that because when we see things like all those adverts, someone saying 6 ITMs, 9 ITMs, they happen. Like I know an option being Damesh, the CEO. I know option being Damesh. Hey, we have Hashan. We have Hashan in the house. Hello, hello, Hashan. I don't know if she can hear us. But we
Maybe
have
she's
Hashan.
maybe she's having
Okay,
some network difficulties.
maybe she's having some network difficulties. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that's the reason, man. Maybe that's the reason. So back to what we we're saying. You know, that's why we started this. That's why we wanted to help traders all out there, so that they can know what it really means, how it really feels. You understand? So before we go in, also once again, can you talk to us about your best brokers if you ever have one?
Mm, I've jumped from brokers to broker, but I have some specific brokers I do use for some particular things, because all brokers have something they are good at and some a little bit off. Because, like, for example, IQ option, the very popular broker. IQ option,
Yes.
the platform is nice. If you look at the chart, they have a good chart view. Very easy, very easy, very user friendly. If you can get very, you can just a novice can know how to set up a good IQ option chart.
Yes,
But
yes, yes. Because yes, I
yes,
understand.
but if you come to binary.com, all this the Olympic trade, the 24 options, if you look at it carefully, and
Yes.
most people that come into binary option trading come in for profits most of the time, and they need profit in the sense of whereby they will use their little amount to gain more. That's
To
why I
gain
say
more.
brokers like 24 options
Yes.
may not be favorable for some people due to the financial status. You get, whereby their minimum is
Yes.
about 250 or above, or 200 above.
Oh,
But if you
okay.
come to brokers like the IQ options, the binary.com, which is very good for following signals, if you because I do use IQ options a lot, binary.com a lot for taking trades, because IQ option chart, if you want to take a trade, for example, when you click on a trade, it has a kind of gap before it execute the trade, like 3 seconds. Before those 3 seconds, if you want to get a good SR, by that time you may have lost your a good entry point. That is the fault in IQ option. But for their chart, wow, they have one of the best charts so far for analyzing a market.
Oh, okay. True, true, true. True, true. So yours for now, you say you go more with IQ option. Is that what you're is that what
Yeah,
yeah, you're more of the IQ option guy?
yeah, I'm more of the IQ option when reading the market on chart. I
When
use
we
their chart a lot.
Okay, how about MetaTrader? Because we know a lot of EAs are being developed on MetaTraders. The MetaTraders. You also use EAs for like your strategy. If you use if you do, just talk to us a little about it. Let's just know how it works for you, please.
Although I do use MetaTrader in some cases whereby I want to, for example, confirm some of my trades, because
So you want to yes, okay, okay. I like that. Please explain. Yes, go on, sir.
yeah, I do use it to confirm some of my trades. For example, if you use an IQ option, if you are viewing an IQ option chart on 1 minute, on a 1 minute chart time frame, there, you get me? It is easy if you view it, if you zoom out to a day view zoom out, you can see the highest high, the lowest high. But if you come to metaphor, the way it looks, it's kind of a little bit messed up if you look at it carefully. It's kind of cloudy, just like it's not clear. But if you go to IQ option, but why I do use them, because they have a kind of, if you go on their multi-time frame, like the 5-minute time frame, the 15 minutes time frame, the 30 minutes time frame, an hour, and so on. If you zoom out, you can get a clear view. But while on 1 minute and 5 minutes time frame, if you try it there, you may not get what you are looking for.
Okay.
So I do use 1 minute time frame to observe market, then I use 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and 30 minutes to confirm it with MetaTrader 4.
That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. Okay, so today now we're talking about the whole status, every single thing now, right now that's happening is all about, as we're saying, learning binary options. So please, can you talk to us about your strategy? Apparently, because we knew the last time we had we posted on our when we're teaching the education for the weekends, we knew something about support and resistance, and when we were talking about it, we saw that that's something you connect with. So we wanted to come on. Yes, that's something you connect to. If you can talk to us about support and resistance, if it's a part of your strategy, then you can just give us a brief in order to strengthen all traders out there. Let them be able to know. Let them be able to hear what is happening.
Yeah, I do use support and resistance as one of a means of confirming, or let me say, a means of my strategy. You getting me? Because
Yes.
if you're a price action trader, because I'm a price action trader, I don't use indicators, I don't use anything, I read plain charts.
Oh, you read? Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
I read plain charts. So, I don't use any. If you look at my chart plain, I don't use any indicator, any EMA, nothing. I read the chart plain like that, because in price action, if you from the word price action, prices tend to behave the way they do. It's like,
yes,
these are buyers, these are buyers and sellers. They know that individual pressure is there. They tend to repeat some certain levels again, whereby a buyer and a seller can arrive at over a certain point. Okay, this is where I want to put money. This is where I want to still put money to go opposite direction. That is where we have build up. You getting me? Due to that build up, if the seller overpowers the buyer, the prices must fall.
Okay, yes. If these are the fundamentals you are talking about. Yes, this is very good. Yes,
these are the fundamentals.
Yes,
Price will fall.
Yes.
So that level, the price fall. That level, the price fall. That is where you have your support and resistance.
Okay, that's where you have your. Okay, yes.
Yes, that level where the price fall. That's where you have your support and resistance. Some people tend to use that demand and supply sometimes.
Yes.
It depends on how you put
demands and supply. Yes. Oh, I hope all the traders out there are really getting something. All of you that are streaming right now live on YouTube. If you're streaming on YouTube, you guys, you can leave some comments at our page. You can leave a comment if you're watching this live on YouTube. Let us know how you think. But then we can see that the EAM man, the superstar trader, is dropping some very, very, very nice golds for us to, some nuggets, some gold nuggets for us to, to have a part of. So you guys, please do the same. Comments as he goes on. Please continue with your blessing, with your blessing.
So as I was saying earlier, that point it drops down. That point, that's what we call the resistance, because that is the point the sellers overshadow the buyer. This is the basic of support and resistance.
Okay, yes, it's the basis of support.
That is the point. Yes, that's the point the sellers overpower the buyers, which will cause a drop in price. Because if you notice the market moves up and down. This is what happens on a daily basis. Because if you look at it very carefully, even in markets, in real life,
yes.
You have the head of if you have a coin, there's a head and there's a tail.
Yes.
Are you getting me? So you must have the opposite of what you are doing. So those certain levels that you arrive at, dragged over a certain point, that is where you look at for, because they tend to repeat itself again and again and again. It's like telling, like, let me use a literary example. For example,
So
like,
can
okay,
you even show us with your screen? We if you can be more visible with your screen,
practical.
can
Let me
you
be more practical. Let
be
me be
more
more practical.
practical? Yes, because I think our viewers will want to know. They would like to see. They would like to see it for their eyes, so they understand what you're going through. Please, thank you very much.
If you can
Okay,
see my
so
screen, please say you can see my screen clearly.
yes, we can see your. Oh my God, yes, we can see your screen. We can see your screen. We can see your screen.
This is the NZD USD 1 minute chart. This is last week market.
Okay.
This is last week
Okay.
market. As you can see
Yes.
clearly now, you can look at my mouse. Look at this place here. If you observe it very well, see, this is the market. If you observe the market, it looks like this is what we call a kind of ranging market that's forming high and lows frequently. If you observe it very carefully, this is the higher high, lower low, highs, lows, highs, lows. If you observe it carefully, this is a plain chart of 1 minute time frame. See, this is how I trade, and this is what I look at for. As I was saying about support and resistance, this is where we have this point, because support and resistance, these are zones which people tend to take take it as lines. They are zones,
There's
areas.
some.
They are zones, areas. Because if you look very carefully, if you look at these two lines I just drew here just now, you see this is at this point. Look, when the price shoots up, I'm very sure it was news that brought the price this high. See, it fell down immediately. As you can see,
Yes.
see, then look at what happened again when the price went up. At that exact same point, it has gone up before it dropped down again.
Okay. So yeah,
This is
that's
one
what.
of
So,
the
so
advantages.
one of the advantage. Okay. Okay. Yes. I think I understand what you're saying. This, yeah, you mean by their zones? Their zones. Yes, I understand what you mean by
They are
zones.
zones. They are zones. They are
It's
zones.
not
They
just
are
one
not
line
just
we should
lines.
look at.
Like, no, they are not just lines you look at. They're just not lines you look at. These are zones. And if you look
Yes.
at this is on 1 minute time frame. You go to 5 minutes time frame. You can see it's similar thing there. You see,
Yeah.
this is a perfect setup. You can look it
Wow.
carefully here. This is on 15 minutes time frame. Oh. This is on 30 minutes time frame. You have it here.
Okay.
Then if you look at an hour, 4 hours, see, it's a collation. See, if you can look it carefully, this was where it went up, down here again. See, this is what we call the resistance zone.
The resistance zone.
This is what we call the resistance zone. So
Okay.
you can see up to 1 month in weekly chart. This weekly chart, you see the support now. If you look at this, this is on weekly chart now. The support has turned to resistance. But let me don't go that far. Let us discuss the basic first.
Yes. Yes. Okay. 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 So
See, this is what
one
we
minute.
have.
Yes.
So this is what we have. This is on 1 minute time frame. This is on 5 minutes time frame. This is on 15 minutes time frame. So you see, while looking on it on the reason why I do use IQ option, as I earlier said before, I
Yes.
use IQ option chart. On IQ option chart, on their 1 minute time frame is quite easy, and you can see all these zones. But if you zoom it out like this now, you will not get a better SR, the targeted zone SR. Are you getting me? Because
Yes. I think I'm get. Yeah.
if you look at it now, this is the SRO 0.6984. Those are 66. This is the zone from here, from this point to this point. That is the zone. And if if you have observed my trading style, if you observe it, okay, I do post signals that say 0.69460 or above. Are you getting me?
Okay.
Are you getting me? To indicate that this is how we do it. We'll see the zone there. We'll target the zone, knowing to behave the way. Because first of all, these things tend to happen when there's no news. At that time, the market is quiet. There's no news, and uh, and the buyers and the sellers are not much in the market, which usually see by 12 GMT, 13 GMT, 14 GMT, the market is there's a lot of buying and selling in. Are you getting me? So a good time frame on when you trade matters a lot, because you cannot just wake up in the morning and rush into the market. You just say, I want to make bucks immediately. No, you have to pick a good time when the market is a little bit calm. Tell me, this is kind of time you see this kind of perfect setups. Most traders do choose in the morning from 0600 GMT to 10, while some do take 16 GMT downward. This is where you see this kind of setup. This is for the resistance. Now let's go to the support. If you look vividly very well, this is another support. If you guys are watching me carefully, if you are watching my screen, this is a resistance, this is the support. If you watch at this zone, the price bounces off it. Look at it. At this zone, when it falls down, it bounces up again. Look at it. This was where it reached it into the zone, up again. And this is what we call this high trade. This is what I look out for. And there's a key factor when using support and resistance zone in making your decision, because I'm a price action trader. Market tend to behave. You can see this is a behavioral pattern. If you look at it carefully, it went up again to this point, it falls down continuously. This is what we call price action. Prices tend to behave the way.
Price action. Okay, yes, that's very. Thank you for so much of this information. I mean, this is really nice, man. This is really nice for you to share us with this information. So, do you look at the news? If you use this as part of your work, do you look at the news? Do you look at the news before we trade? Because we know on our website, the money up. You guys should go. You can check up our website, themoneyupdate.net.wix/my site. You get. Don't worry, we'll soon upload to our own personal domain. But for now, you can go check. We have an economic calendar where you can look at news before you trade, because we see that it's very important so that people know how the volatility can have an idea of the volatility of the market due to what speech came out or this or that. So, do you look at news? Please, if you do, can you give us some experience on your news?
Yes, I do check on news, because there's a thing about news. News you can't predict it. Despite saying you see what today, high impact news, medium impact news, and low impact news. I do watch out for medium impact news and high impact news, because at that time the currency pair tends to misbehave. It's either it goes up or it comes down. So I do watch out very carefully, because I don't like trading during news time, because at the news time the market tend to misbehave a lot. You can't predict it that time, so it is better you let it go. When the times elapse, you come back at least 30 minutes an hour after high and medium impact news. By that time the market must have calmed down from the impact of the news, because I do use investing.com to check my news. I use investing.com.
Yes, those are the
Yeah,
people.
those are good sites for checking news. If you cannot use investing.com, you can use Forex Factory.
Yes,
FX
first.
Street. What's the other one again? Sometimes I do read this Wall Street journals for particular pairs. If some external factors do affect the pairs, like the euro USD, the USD, say the GBJPY, those pairs tend to be affected easily by news. Easily. Like the media impact news usually take the price. It's either it dropped it or it take it higher. Watch out from that. If there's a GB news of high impact,
Yes.
my advice to you is you stay clear from GB pairs till after the news, at least 30 minutes after the
Okay,
news.
so okay, because you want them. Okay, yeah, we have Victory in the house. Hello, hello. We have here Victory. Victory, please, can you just give us? Can you just, if you can hear us, can you type in? Hello, Victory. Victory. If you can hear us, can you type? Can you type in, please? Can you? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, please, you can continue. You can continue, Mr. EA, with EA with your work, please. I think Victory. Yes, yes, yes.
So
Put it in. Okay, yes. Victory has given us the word in. Okay, yeah, Victory. Thanks for joining us. You can hear us well. Oh, yes, that's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. What country are you from? What country? What country are you from? Nigeria. Oh, apparently, well, our Nigerian brothers in the house. Yeah, apparently all Nigerian brothers in the house. So, Victory, I guess you're probably from. Are you from Lagos, or are you from the east, or where? Or where are you presently now coming from? It's glad to have you in the house. It's glad to have you in the house. Lagos, that's great. That's great. Okay, so before you joined in, we're hosting EA, who's a live trader for Options Being Trading Group, which is one of the best trading groups we have right now in the binary industry. So he's coming to talk to us to teach and explain to traders what binary options is all about, his strategies, what some key things to look at in the market. And right now we're discussing about support and resistance. So I will let him take control. Let him take control. Let's just sit back and watch. As you can see on the screen, you can see his his MetaTrader broker is open, just so that you can talk about it. You get Mr. Yeah, you can take control. Yes, while
So
you.
as I was saying about the news, you have to watch out for news. Always have it in mind. Put it at the back of your mind. Check your news before you rush into a trade. Check your news. If the currency pair you are trading on, there's no news on it to go. If it fulfill all your desires and you have confidence in it, you can take it. That is it. But if there's a news on it, my personal advice, I don't trade on pairs that there's a what would I call it? A medium impact and a high impact news on it. I don't trade on those pairs. So I do watch out very carefully. This is what I do. When I open my chart, I do come in. If I want to trade, for example, I don't come in as early as 4 o'clock, 4 GMT, 4 GMT. Come in, watch the market, check my news, know the pairs, the currency that are having high impact news. I mark them down. Then I tend to avoid those pairs because those pairs tend to misbehave a lot. Because like on Friday, there's a lot of USD news, which is the NFPF week. There's a lot of news. So on Friday, if you watch carefully, USD, Euro USD, USD CHF, NZD USD, they tend to break a lot of rules. Most traders do complain because last week the market was kind of quiet, although it do happen this kind of this time period, doing towards the ending of the year, market is kind of quiet because most buyers and sellers are trying not to. There's no kind of, how would I put it, kind of frequent transaction like that there. You getting me? So let's go back to the support and resistance, because this is just this is what we call a perfect resistance. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, and there's a key factor I want you to put in mind if you are using support and resistance, because you do hear it online. People say when support and resistance, when the support or resistance has been tested, when the price bounces off it 2 to 3 times, it indicates that the support and resistance is strong. But I want to quote you today: it is not strong. Are you getting me? When price bounces off a resistance or a support zone more than 2 times, the third time it will break it higher. Please have that in mind. Like this point, see, this at this point there was a massive build up, 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 build up. This is when you are looking for higher highs and lower lows. Yeah, indicating. This was when this was the first time the price hit the zone. It bounced back. Up to an hour, it was up. It bounced back. It hit the zone again. Yeah, it bounced back. This is the second time. This
Okay,
is the third time.
okay. Sorry to cut you off there, Mr. EA. Please, Victor, if you have any questions, please, you can type in the message box. If you have anything, if there's anything being said that you don't really understand, please, you can type in the message box. Everybody out there that is viewing, if you're viewing directly from YouTube, then you can send your messages directly on our comment section, and we'll definitely get back to you. But now, if you're if you're on the Hangout team or on Hangout and platform right now, you can send all your questions to the message chat, and once you get once you post it, Mr. EAA will help you answer those questions as we move along. Thank you very much, please. Yes, Mr. EAA, you can continue.
As I was saying, this we call this build up. This in this situation, this is when you are looking for higher highs. You can, if you have the patience enough to wait for a very good setup, because that's why, as I said, when you asked what are the key things I do use in my trading, I'm very patient. I can be in the market for 2 hours looking at charts.
Okay, that's great. I know patience is a very key thing when it comes to trading. Patience and self-control. It's like the Bible. It's like the Bible. It's like the Bible way.
Patience. And the popular saying, the patient dog eat the fattest bone.
Fattest bone, yes. The fattest bone, yes. Yes, okay, thank you very much. Continue with your discussion, sir.
At this point, we'll call this a build-up. This is when I zoom out, but I'll come to again. This will call a build-up when we are looking for higher highs and lower lows. This is what we call the higher highs, lower lows. If you can see it carefully, this is what we call the build-up. This build-up. If you read there's some articles online. If you read supply and demand, if you look at it very carefully, at this point here, the buyers and the sellers, there's a little bit of argument. Done up, down, up, down, up, down. Not a fixed direction. No one has overpowered the other one. So at this point, look at where the buyers overpowered it up. That was just, I'm trying to indicate to you how to spot some support and resistance zone. This is what then what I was trying to explain is, put this in at the back of your mind, that anytime a support and resistance zone is being tested at least 3 times, the 4th time to break it. Because if you look at this point here, this was when the price reached bounce back.
Yeah, but I'm sure that's on probability. That is, you have a higher probability, not like it's every single time, but there's a higher probability of it bouncing back, sir, right?
Yes. Because trading is probability. It's not a fixed substance like you say, yes, it will happen. No.
Yes, if it was,
factors may come in. Factors may come in. because factors may come in. Like for example, now there might be. I usually, as a friend of mine, if a trader of mine usually say a big boy will come in and put in more that put in more that this price must go up, and the buying and the selling affects market because that's what to trade on.
Okay, yes,
But
yes.
I was trying to explain to you, and if you have been reading a lot, if you have been following things, you will be hearing that support and resistance zone, support and resistance zone. If you see the price has hitting support and resistance zone 2 to 3 times, it's proving that the support and resistance it is strong. It's a strong support and resistance. So anytime it's reached there the fourth time, it must surely come down. Please, please, it doesn't happen like that.
Okay.
It doesn't happen like that. I will use an example. I usually used to teach. I usually used to take to some people that ask me questions. For example, you're having a car,
Yes.
setting checkpoint the first time. Uh, the men there stopped you. You move again the second time, it stopped you. The third time, you have what is happening here? Let me pass now. That is when you do have arguments. This is what is happening here.
You have arguments. Yes. Yes. So we can see how that relates to the trading. We can see how
This
it
is where you
relates to
have argument. You like let me use it, say up, let's go down, no, back, go down, no, it was that was gonna have a kind of build up. Sometimes people call it build
okay.
up,
Call it build
kind
up.
of build up there. It has not decided where it would go in, but if it's suddenly say please go back, the driver moves back again. The fourth
Okay.
time, you don't expect that driver to wait for you to say him to say stop.
Hmm. Is that the photo you take? Okay, that's very great, man. I like where we're coming we're coming through.
Because some people do think it like it's a kind of it's about price, but it still affects human behavior. You need to be as you understand some kind of human behavior in it.
yes, human. I'm
This,
sure.
this,
Yes,
these
I'm
are
sure.
real life issues.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some human behavior in it sometime. I'm sure there's some human behavior in it sometime. Because at the end of the day, it's all about human beings. The people that make the green candles move up, or people that make the red candles should move down, are human beings. Human beings around the world buying and selling. So
Buying
apparently,
and
the good thing about trading is that you can see that there's a common what helps is the patterns. You see that human beings have a particular pattern when it reaches a particular level, they act in a particular way, looking at everything from a macro standpoint, that is from a very large standpoint, you get.
beautiful.
But yes, so I see that we see how these things affect the markets in a very nice way. So concerning, yes, I'd like us to also touch on also the fact that it's not 100%, because I think traders out there, new traders have to understand that whenever they get into trading, any form of trading, let it be forex, let it be binary options, let it be CFDs, any form of trading, nothing is sure.
Guaranteed. What is
Nothing's
100%?
guaranteed. Nothing is 100% sure. Nothing is 100% guaranteed. What you go into is a game of probabilities, and you have to do a lot of psychology, the psychology of yourself and the psychology of the market, but most likely yourself, because you can't control the markets. Except billions of people around the world making transactions. You can't stop one person from buying or selling. What you can do is control yourself. And so when you control yourself, you try to look for patterns, like is telling us this. He's telling us things that he has learned according to pattern recognition. As you can see, the zones and the lines they repeat themselves sometimes. You see that it's pattern recognition that it's all about. You see this pattern and it forms, and you go in. But when you go in, you know it's a game. It's a 50-50% game. It might work, it might not work. What should be on your edge is something called an edge. What you should have as your edge or your strategy is something that has a reoccurring, at least a reoccurring presence or recurring pattern, that you understand its environment to a level. That is, if you know that if a particular pattern works for you very well when there's news, or a particular pattern works for you when there's no news, when the volatility is low, you have to understand those things. What time of it on the market are you usually seeing that? Does that happen? And you see the market and you study the market. You're learning from the market. You understand. So whatever the market gives you, you're living based on probability, and you have to deal with emotions. You have to deal with emotions because most traders, when you get, in fact, that's what gave us this dream. I don't know. We started the money update. We started this idea because we want to connect traders to the best trading groups out there. Trading groups that have professionals that can come and talk. Trading groups that have professionals where you can copy their signals and where you, at least you have a level of understanding. In the trading groups, you will see that the professional traders actually also lose trades. Nothing is guaranteed, but they have high probability. That is, most time over a period of time, they get to have more profits than losses, which is what the game is really entails, or what it entails, or what it's all really all about. So you guys, if you don't have a good trading group, if you're just starting out new, we are saying this. You can actually join Options Beam. We're giving a free access right now, free access to everybody. Well, the money update, we're giving a free access to people to join Option Beam because that's one of the best trading groups out there for now as we see it. You understand? So you guys, if you're in need of that, you can actually join. And once you join, or someone just tried to join Option Beam as we're speaking. Someone just requested to join Options Beam. Okay, that's what I'm getting. That's what they're telling me right now. That someone asked to join Options Beam. That's good. That's good. But please, you guys, if you're joining Option Beam, if you need a good, so you can join them. You can see the traders. You can understand when the traders make wins. You will see that they make wins, and when they make losses, you see that they make losses. And there's no one holy grail. The thing is that these traders just know the best times that it will favor them better to go into trades. And when they are lost, they know how to control themselves and say, okay, it's all right, we don't go in, we wait for another time where they come and they recoup and even make more profit. So that's how it goes. So Mr. EAA, again, once again, you can continue with I would like if you can talk about psychology, if you can talk about the psychology in trading, please. Yes, what psychology, how do you take how do you take how do you feel? How do you take your mind? What kind of mindset do you bring to the table when
Anytime I do have this mindset that anytime I open the market, I have decided one thing that I'm coming in. Because because one thing I don't chase my losses. Because first of all, if I go into a trade, because after two OTMs, sometimes even one I rest a lot. I calm down. Because most
okay.
traders high as in the percentage of their account do use like 15%, 20% of their account and on a single trade, which is not good. Which is not
Yes,
good.
yes. This is
Which is
it's
not
definitely not good. It's definitely because if you understand that it's a game of probabilities, why would you want to throw your
your
investments
eggs in one
in
basket.
one basket? It's better to spread your risks. It's better to spread your risks. Yes. So continue. Yes, sir. You can please.
So when I come in, I do use five. Sometimes I do use 5 to 10% of my account, depending on my account size at that time. Sometimes if I have a lower account, if I have $100 account, for example, I do use 5 maximum. The minimum I do use 3. But if you have less than an account, I do encourage you so that if it is better to have 2-0 than to have 3-2. Are you getting me? 3 ITMs,
Yes.
2 ITMs.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
your percentage.
Victory just asked the question right now, and he says he's asking what is option. He wants to know about option being. What is option being? So sorry to cut you off there. I just want to explain it more. Option
Oh,
being Option being is a trading group where professional traders, we have professional traders who lead the group, traders like Damesh, and even EAA is one of the traders that post on the group. The group is a nice group. They have free signals that they give on the page. They give free signals, and they have paid signals. They have a copy trader service. You understand? So what they do is try to help traders. They have the premium three services basically: the premium signal service, which is I think for 50, which goes for $50. There's the copy trader service which goes for $100, and there's the live trade webinar service where they do tomorrow to be coming up tomorrow, where they do at 13:30 GMT. That will be 1 o'clock GMT or 2 p.m. GMT plus one. That'll be for Lagos 2 p.m. That's the time it's going to be. So basically, if you join the group, you get to see, you can request for this, but they also have free signals. Even EA is one of the people that drops free signals. So if you would like to join, I can forward you a link. Would you like to join, Mr. Victory? Let me forward you a link so you can become part of the trading community, because it's just a way to help traders, the new traders, so that they can have a balance of understanding before going into trading. So Mr. EA, you can continue, please.
So as I was saying, the psychology, what I come here, I don't put all my eggs in one basket, and when I'm in on the trade, I zero my mind on it. It's like I just leave it. When I'm in on the trade, I just leave. If it goes where it goes where, because that is what you know you are trading. The money you put in, don't let it control your emotion.
Yes, sir.
That's why I do advise your account size. If you know you have a minimum account size of as in your account size is below $100, please use 2 to 3%. Sometimes if you want to go higher, at least 4 to 5% of your account size. So as when you lose on a trade, you can recover and you won't feel the loss. But when you use at 5%, 10%, 15%, you have used roughly 20% of that $100 out of it, or sometimes 30% out of it. Okay, you take
and
on
that's
two
not.
trades. You take on two trades, and you are putting, like for example, now you take 20% of $100. That's about $5 if I'm wrong, if I'm correct, bro. $5. Okay, $5, $10. You lost the two trade. You are left with 90. You still take again. That's why. And secondly, please try to have this mentality. It's not every time you try, it's not all signals you follow. If you have gotten 2 to 3 ITM with your tracer, you have the right to say you can stop for that day. You're in profit.
Yes, you're in profit, exactly, because profit is what really matters. Profit is what really matters. So if you say you stop, you've controlled yourself, you're out for profit, and you know, okay, you're coming back to tomorrow. At least you have a good energy to understand that, to pump you up for tomorrow's trade. So I like what you're saying. Please continue, Mr.
Listen,
Yeah.
because as for me, I will tell you, I prefer to get 3 ITMs in a row than to get 6-3. Are you getting me? You have 6
Yes,
ITM, you have 3 OTM. The
yes.
percentage is not at the same time as when you have 3 items in a row, which you know you have gotten before, but you want more. That is where
That's when the
just
psychology comes in. Yes.
that's why you want more. Since I'm making it, today's my day. No, it's not like that. If you have 4-2 for that day from a particular signal provider, it's okay for you.
It's okay for you. Yes, yes. It's
It's
okay
okay
for
for
you.
you. If you have 2-0, you didn't meet up with the signal on time, it's okay for you. If you have 3-0, it's okay for you. But when you want to go for more, you may be that you jam the right time for that trader, whereby he's in money. He's in money, all his traders are going in money. But when it will be the opposite direction for that trader, you might end up blowing your account. So that's why I usually tell people that followed me, if I have sometimes if I start my trade for a day and I got 1 OTM from my first trade, sometimes I don't even trade that day. I rest. Because
Okay.
I try to compose myself, because if you are losing money, I'm still losing that same money.
Yes, yes. If you're losing money,
Yes, I still
yes,
lose that
yes.
money, but the weight is on me, not on you anymore. So for the weight to be less on me, I will try to educate you more that don't use much on a trade, because this trade, it can go, this is, as you said, it's a game of probability. Playing with you can go against you. That is trading. But understanding patterns and with good management and a good strategies, you can go far places.
Yes, you
So
can. Yes, you truly
if
can.
I'm saying this, that if you are that kind of a trader that every signal you use high size to go in on the trade, like $100, I mean, why you know your account size, because that money now it's you actually feel it. Please stop that ad, because it's not good. At the end of the day, you end up blowing your account. So, and
Yeah, you
secondly,
end up doing your
please, after 2 OTM, take a break.
after two OT. I hope traders out there are actually, please, if you have a pen and you have a pad or you have a phone around you, please jot these things down. These are gold nuggets. These are the things that experienced traders are having to teach you guys. You understand? You don't have to search for any blog or try to hear what a blog is telling you about it. Now you are hearing it live from real experienced traders who are telling you all these things. So if you're with the buyer there, that's our joy. Our joy is to connect you with the best traders, to give the best information, to give you the best trading group. So right now, please, if you have a pen, you have a paper, just write it down. Let's go live. Listen, when this is done, take you some time off. Sorry, excuse me, because we know tomorrow the market starts tomorrow. So you can take some time off and do some studying just to recoup on what we just spoke about. So you're prepared for tomorrow. You understand? All traders out there, you get prepared and you'll use what you've learned to get more. So thank you very much, Mr. Yeah. You can please continue, please, with your lovely service.
So, as I was saying before, after 2 OTM, please take a break. Please take a break. And secondly, try to have a good money management. Please, a good money management. As I earlier said, if your account size is below $100, please go for two to three. At least the maximum is 5%. The minimum should be 2 to 3% of your
Yes.
account size on a trade, so that in any eventuality
Yes.
you can still recover from it. Because
Yes. Yeah.
because that is what is happening in the market. A lot of traders just come here, there's money, just pumping anyhow, start putting high high sizes on particular trade. And and forgetting that this is also a game of probability. So please, can you give me a moment, please? Let me try and get something, please.
Okay. Yes. No problem. No problem. So apparently, from what we're hearing from EA right now. You guys heard it directly from him. You know what we're saying. We're just talking about all the things that are necessary for you to become good traders. These are the things that this is because trading is beyond strategies, beyond MACDs, beyond Fibonacci. These things are good. These are things pattern recognitions, but it's beyond that. Things like self control. Because if someone who doesn't have self control, doesn't have risk management, is really, I mean, here at the Money Update, we have 4 pillars of trading. The first pillar of trading we talk about is always fundamental analysis. That's what he spoke about. News. You should really find the fundamentals concerning whatever instrument you trade or whatever asset you're trading, whether it's a stock, whether it's a currency pair, whether it's even cryptocurrencies or anything. Try to get to know the fundamentals. There are places where you can get to see the news. People like investing.com, they're very good. We partner with them on our site, so they're very good. You can go to our site, like we said, the Money Updates .net.weeks/my site, but you see that we'll put it out there for you guys because we'll soon upgrade now to the biggest platform. But then, like I was saying, we partner with them. You can even check Forex Factory. You can just check them out so that you can have like ideas. Or you can go to Bloomberg if you're a stock trader. Go to Bloomberg, find out about Bloomberg, find out about what's happening to stocks. If Apple is launching something anytime soon, or if Samsung's launching anything anytime soon, or if Facebook, because these things tend to affect a lot of things in the market. When you have like the the indices, the SP 500, all this S&P 500, and all those things that are out there, man, they really affect this thing. So please, we want you guys to check that out. The first one, like we said, is fundamental analysis. The second that we're going to talk about is the technical analysis. That's the one that actually deals with the strategy. That's the one that deals with support and resistance. That's the one with some are those they're called lagging indicators, and those who are non-lagging indicators. Non-lagging indicators are those things that you can use to predict the future, not as a result of what has happened. What it's not taking information from what has happened directly on the markets. That is, if there's a price change, but actually you can project. These are things you can see in the future. Or you can have a projection, an idea, not like seeing the future, because nobody knows what's happening today or tomorrow, what's happening the next 1 minute. But then you can have an idea. Things like support and resistance, and things like price action. When you see all these things, they are actually non-lagging because they give you an idea of what it will hold ahead. But the lagging indicators, things like the stochastic crossover, things like the MACD crossover, things like the simple music average and AMA, the exponential moving average crossing over. When things like that are there, they are called lagging indicators. So these are the other things you also look at. Also, we look at the we've spoken about the technical and the fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and we're speaking about the risk management. That's what he was also talking about before he left. He spoke about risk management, which is basically about what? Managing your risk. What it has to do is if you have an account of probably $100, you trade with 2 to 3%, or at max 5% of your account balance. That would be $5 at max, but we advise $2 or $3 per trade. If you're doing that on on this with a good strategy that you truly understand as a result of market analysis, volatility, and all, which is from the fundamental analysis, it will help you to sharpen your edge over the markets. That's what helps you to sharpen your edge over the market. So you don't throw all your eggs in one basket, like he said, in one basket, just like he said. What you actually do is you put some out, you put some out, some out. You give yourself a time frame, or that is maybe for 1 hour you're going to be trading, and this the amount of trades, maximum maybe 5 trades, and you're out of the session. Because trading is, it's a whole lot of things. It's poised, it's God, it's being balanced. You understand? Not doing too much. You understand? It's not doing too much, not doing too much, not just because something is 50%. Sorry, if a strategy is said to be 81%, for instance, doesn't mean you should take 10 of that. It's possible you can get 10 ITMs. It's possible you can get 9 ITMs, but it's also possible you can get 9 OTMs also. So you should have like a particular number of trades and the amount of OTMs you're willing to risk. That is, if you're saying, you can tell yourself, well, this is a trade session and we're not going to go more than $10 if we have $100 account. So that is, you're not losing more than 10%. And if you get 2 OTMs, you're out. So that's what he was talking about. And last before the list on our 4 pillars of trading is the psychology, trading psychology. I always advise traders to go out there and look for books concerning trading psychology. Mark Douglas wrote one on trading in the zone. Trading in the zone by Mark Douglas. It's one of the best I've actually ever read. To explain to you why it is a game of probabilities. Before, I think all traders should actually understand and read about these things. I'll put it in the chat box right there. Traders should please read Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. It's very good. It's a very good book, because before any trader comes in, you need to see, before even connecting yourself to like a trader or a top-notch trader, you need to understand what it is, so that when you don't see OTMs and be like, oh, this guy is a scam, or oh, this guy is this, or oh, this guy is that. No, it helps you to understand that yes, these guys can lose. You understand, they can lose, but at the end of the day, because they are professional, they're more balanced, they understand the game more, so they would, on the longer run, win. Or they will mostly on longer run win, because they understand the market better. So this, if you can follow them with this direction, you will be able to you yourself will be able to learn the professionalism of the industry, and be able to turn yourself to a trader, personal trader one day, if you plan to do so. Or also, if you plan to go into investing as a user of the copy trader service, which is one of the things that Option Being gives, which is quite nice, where you connect your account to the master account that is traded by the CEO, that's Damesh Dashan, where he trades and the trades get reflected on your account. So then you're just letting him take control of your account, but then you're still viewing it, you're seeing it live, you're seeing the trades go. So that's another way. But then you have to understand, if you connected and today you see 2 OTMs and you're like, this guy just took my account to this thing. No, an OTM is not it's not something that's inevitable to think you can actually win all trades. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Do you understand? So you guys should always understand this thing. Read the trading in the zone, have the right psychology, so when you're entering the market, so that you can do what you do, hope for the best. But we were always going to do our best right here, because we know traders out there will struggle with this. So instead of you having to just going to learn all this on by yourself, you can come. We help you to connect to the best trading group, so that at the end of the day, you see from them, you learn from them, and if you want them to also, you want to make some money while they're going, you can connect to their copy trader, so that the professionals can trade for you. You understand, and then you're learning and you're earning. That's part of the dream, to help traders out there. So, Yeye is back, so we're going to put it back to him. So, Yes, yes, Mr. Yeah, you're back. You're back. So you can give us some words that you're about to tell us, please.
Yeah, can you guys hear me clearly now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you clearly. Yeah.
So as I was saying, regarding the is it again?
You are
Hmm.
talking. Yes, you are talking about this stakes. How much we should be putting? Like, how much should we invest in
Uh,
all this
because
thing?
because that is one of the main thing. What is one of the main? If you want to profit in the market, knowing a good strategy is not enough. Knowing the best time to trade is not enough. It's knowing what to put on a trade. Someone can raise his $100 account to 200 and above with 1 week if you use the right way.
Yes, 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 yes. We believe that. We believe that. We believe that
If
because
you
we've
use the
seen
right,
things like that. We've seen things like that in options being. I think Damesh did something last week where he took an account from $65 to a hundred and some $65 to $200 and something dollars, which was quite phenomenal. So it's possible, I think, because he understands. These are all professionals. Do they understand it? Although he's not saying that that's going to happen every single time. No, it's just going to happen as a result of his experience. He will know how to be able to have things like this during his time. He knows how to take trades professionally. Do you understand? Thank you very much. I like that point you just gave me. You can please continue.
so, but that is the thing. You can raise it, but learn, please learn. Don't let the market control you. You
Don't let the
control the
market control the
market.
market. Yes, you control. Oh, you're really telling us a lot today.
Don't let the market tell you what to do. You tell the market what you want.
Mm.
And this is what I want. This is how I want it. Because if you rush into it, because most traders, there is even doing signal following, most that rush into it. You just rush. You see a setup, you rush in. It's done. It doesn't. It's not done like that. Please try to control your eagerness for let me go in. Let me go in. You can calm down, observe it, in a little bit, relax. Take your time, relax before you go in. Because I do tell people say it is better miss because I prefer to miss a trade than to get OTM.
Yes, 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 yes. It's better, of course, because then there's no loss. Yes, there's no loss, no
No
gain, no
loss.
loss. In fact, a
There's no
lot of gain because you understand.
yes, you understand. And if you are a good person that wants to learn more, when you miss a trade, you can go back to that chart and look what did the person see there. If you because once you are in on the trade, you are in. That is all. You cannot say let me sell. Even if you sell, it will not be the same money you put in again. You are in, you are in. And most traders should learn to once you are in on a trade, you are in on a trade. Forget this one that no it negotiate, no, calm down. That is market for you. When you go to a market to buy groceries, all those things, when you buy the container, do you not think this container now they don't put it inside fridge? No, 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 no. You don't buy it, you don't buy it.
Yes.
Market, you don't buy it, you don't buy it. Now,
It's a wonderful analogy. It's a wonderful analogy that you're giving right there. Yes, yes. Continue, please.
so you don't buy it, you don't buy it because if you say you want to come say I don't want again, it's not possible again. This one come to electrical. This is computer. This is price is happening. This is what happened physically. I'm putting it on the digital platform so you can see the patterns.
Hmm.
So that is what we are coming back to price action because even the behavior you must have on a trade still comes back to price action because that is what you need to control and that's what you need to look at for your own behavior. You need to look at for it on the chart.
Yes, you need to look out for it on the chat. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that.
Because if you are furious as they are like, oh no, 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 no. You can see a certain time market will move up, move down, move up, move down, very unstable. Those are traders manipulating. Those are traders that are not settled down. They are not ready. They are just trying to get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. And those traders do tend to lose money a lot.
They do tend to lose money a lot, right?
A lot.
Yes,
Get
yes.
in, get in, get in, get in. And not all put this thing because someone will you may see a setup and you decide to just put, or you may go in 100 times. Because I've seen a lot of times I see a signal, keep clicking in. Please, for my personal advice, please stop that. Because if you do that, losing $1 is better than losing $10 on a particular trade.
It's better than losing $10. Okay, that's very, very nice, man. Very, very nice words you're giving us right there. Also, we want you to just please give us if you can talk a little bit about what you've seen out there concerning things like auto traders. Are you a person who believes in auto traders, or you do not believe in auto traders?
On a personal note,
yes, on a personal note,
it is good. You can do an auto trader, but it depends on you. For me, sometimes I do feel it is better I learn than for somebody to do it for me.
Okay, so you're coming in from the point of learning now, from the point
Yes.
of
it is better I learn. But if you are the busy type that, okay, your day-to-day activities takes you away from other things, and you still want to learn, want to still make profit, but don't have time for it, then you cannot opt in for auto traders, whereby you are looking for a good one, though, a good one. A good one. So, because I do believe auto traders, these people are human beings like you, and if you are opting in for an auto trader, please have the mindset that days are not Christmas for him. Please. all days are not Xmas. Please, are not Xmas. All days are not Holy Grail Day. All days are not this guy must hit them. They know. Because every strategy you use, there's a day that it won't work.
Yeah. That's a lot of knowledge you are giving, a lot of knowledge. I believe that's what we're talking about when you took a step back. A lot of knowledge. Because at the end of the day, people have to understand that one strategy is not 100. There's no holy grail when it comes to it. It's human beings are in general different, but although can have a general way of reacting to something, but then still different. Meaning that if there happens to be if they announce that they should give everybody money in the bank, there will still be a person that did not get to hear about it. That is 90% of everybody will get to that bank, but there's still that 10% that might not even get to hear about it. So that's how human beings are. Everybody cannot be the same. So in such stances where everybody cannot be the same, that's what happens in the markets. You understand? Everything can't be the same. You can't just expect the same thing to happen every single time because you're dealing with human beings. But what you look at is the patterns. That, okay, you believe because of these statements that have been said or because this pattern has been formed and you've done your analysis, you believe that the trade is in this direction and you take it. So you have to be courageous or understood what it's all about before you go into it. That's a lot. Thank you for a lot of knowledge you're dropping. You can please continue. So, yeah, you can, yes, please.
Yes. Okay, now. So, as I was saying before, that is it. So, because if you rushed into trade and you have a strategy that works, your ability of believing on that strategy continuously, that is where you're not aiming for to be a star trader, as you say, a star trader. Because if you can stick to a theme that this is it, you continuously read on it, implement on it, work on it, add in some new ideas, make it more. Because you can have someone that say, okay, I do use candlesticks. Some people say, okay, my trading pattern is candlestick. I look for a bullish engulfing, for a harami, for a man. But along the line, you see there are some certain points, you see this harami, this doji. But if you take it the way it goes, it will still go against you. That is where I really tell to my fellow traders, please, it does not mean that your strategy does not work. At that time, it is not just in your favor.
Okay, that's good.
It's not just in your favor. Put it in your mind. Doesn't mean it doesn't work. It will work. But at that point, it's not just in your favor. Then if it happens 2 times, that's when we have 2 OTM. Please take a break.
Okay, that's very nice. That's
Don't
very nice.
overtrade. Don't overtrade like 2-4, 2-4, 2-4. You're okay. You're in the line for money team from 8 from 1 to in the market. Please, fatigue will come in. That is where you start doubting your trading decision, your analysis, or what you are doing. You tend to doubt it. You doubt it within yourself, whether it will go or not go. That is where that does it. That's I usually say, have a time you want to come into the market and have a target. If
Yes.
you come, what I mean by having a target, don't have a target like I want to get 2 items. No, come into the market. I want to take 2 trades at 16 GMT to 15 GMT. 2 solid trades. I'm done.
Yes, that's
If
part of trading psychology and self-control. That's very good. Yes. Yes.
you come into the market, you don't just say I want 2 items. Don't if you say you want 2 items, I'm telling you from an experience angle, you might not get that 2 items.
Yes.
But if you come in that you are coming in to take 2 good trades, because at that time you'll be very observant, your mind will be calm. You go into trade and you go into high probability trades. You want 2 items today. You want 2 items. You want to put $100 on it. I'm telling you, it won't work. It won't work. So this is what we are doing. So we have gone to. Let me show you more about this. What I do use support and inside line for, because I've explained what is support and inside line for you as explaining, but there are type of line.
Okay, you can do that with your screen, please.
I want to show you
Okay.
that, because let me do that so that next time I will explain more for you.
Yes, and after this we'll just take some few notes, then we'll be closing for our first session. Congratulations to the whole team for putting all these things together. But first of all, congratulations to God. We're thankful to God for Him giving us the ability to put all these things together. It's all through God. And we all want to help everybody. So blessings be to everybody.
Because
So
today,
yes, please.
because today I want to show you higher highs and lower lows. This is what I aim on showing you. But next time I will show you higher lows and lower lows. But that is when
Yes.
that will lead to, what is it called? Type of resistance.
Yes.
There are some
Yes.
resistance and support that fully you may
Yes.
doubt it from the beginning to end, and that is where we have what we call retracement.
Retracements. Yes, retracements.
It's not a familiar. It's a very common word to every trader. Retracement, because at this point, where is it? At this point, see, slow back in time. Yes, yes. At this point, this is the zone here. This is the zone here. Observe carefully. This was when the price reached here, but it went down. This is on 1 minute too. But let me use 5 minutes chart. This down one here. This is it. As you can see, these are very key. All these rectangles you can see here. This line, this set of lines. All these are the major key resistance and support on this chart. Look it very careful. At those certain zones, there was a rejection of price there, because this is what we call this is the first setup here. It's which here. This is on 5 minutes chart, up, down here. There was a retracement here. A retracement here. Because sometimes you might have a perfect setup, it has come that you missed it. But if it retraces back to a certain level of that point, because if you look at it on 1 minute chart, this is where we have the retracement. Say it retraces almost halfway back. You can go in. This is another type of support and resistance we have. And let me show you some similar examples. If you can know to read more about that different type of support, there are 7 types. You can go to tradingzim.com. Yeah, this is what I was trying to explain to you just now. This is when you zoom out, because most traders don't tell me the question that we know about support and resistance, but how do we know this is the first one? you have to zoom your chart out, as in not zoom in, zoom out, so that you can see far back. This is a weekly chart of the AUD USD, as you can see here. This was where the price dropped. There was a collision here. This is what we call a build up. The price dropped down. Don't watch. This is the key resistance. This is what we call the higher. This is what we call higher high and lower low. This higher high and lower low. So at this point, yeah, all the higher lows, higher lows, higher. This is what I will explain to you next time. But this is what we are looking for year and year. Because if you observe, the price move up at this certain point. There's a high probability that the price is coming down, looking for the higher highs and the lower. This is when you are using a trend, because secondly, you need to watch out for your trend when you're doing a chart, the uptrend, the downtrend. Because if you are looking at the downtrend, if the price is on the downtrend, it means that the price is going down. The uptrend, the price is going up. You should note this. Put this. If you can note this, put this note. If a currency pair is moving down, there's a tendency it might break support easily. It can break support zone easily. Are you with me? Are you guys with me?
Yes, well, with you. Yes, well, with you. Yes.
Because
yes. Okay, we just looked at the time now.
Because
5.
5:19. So let me rush up. I want to just give you some few points.
Yes. This has been wonderful. It has been wonderful, man. A lot of been. Yes, please just give us a few points.
There are some few points, because first of all, when you go into the market, try to know the trend, whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend. The meaning of uptrend, when the price is going up, and there's a key factor about using supervisory loan on an uptrend. It tends to break resistance easily. Because it goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up. It tends to break the resistance easily. While on the downtrend, it tends to break the support easily. So please note that. I'll try next time. I'll try to explain better on those. Like this. This is the downtrend. See, keep going down. At this correlation, this is what we call the build up. There's a rejection here. There's a kind of rejection here. See, it moves down. When it retraces back again to that same point, it falls down. So this is a daily chart. This was Forex, I think 1,000 pips.
Yes, man, 1,000 pips. Whoa!
1,000 pips, and
that's good. That's some heavy pips.
These are what most of all these day traders do targets at certain points, because support and resistance line, you can use them as a point of reversal, a very good point of reversal. You can see it here. This is a downtrend. This is what I was trying to tell you, that it tends to break support. You see 1, 2, 3, it breaks it down again.
Yes.
Distance, you see, it is solid. This one is a downtrend. But if it's an uptrend, this is what you have. You tend to have good support on an uptrend. When it traces back, there's a correlation of price here. Notice it carefully. See? So this is what we call the swing point. This is sometimes at least the point is when you come into using of your knowledge of candlesticks. Where you have your hanging man and your hammer, inverted hammer. This way you apply it. This is where you use it. This is swing high. You watch out for certain winks, all these winks. All these kind of winks do good for double trades. Minimum 3 minutes, 5 minutes. These are good for double trade. This kind of resistance, if you observe this kind of points, then although I don't mostly use this type, using moving average. But while using moving average, you have to use it on a higher time frame, because I told you I do plain on plain chart, so I don't mostly use it, but it do help sometimes. If you do follow moving average very well, then this is what I'm trying to say. This is what we call ranging market. Ranging market do tend to form higher highs and lower lows a lot. So on ranging market, you can get 6 items in a row on ranging market if you can spot it easily. But it's very rare to get a ranging market easily.
A ranging market. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Yeah, we really thank you for all that. Thank you very much. So everybody who's out there, I hope you guys have really learned. I hope you guys have really learned what it's all about. You're having an understanding of it. And once you begin to once you learn and you begin to use these things, the ideas stored here with the knowledge of knowing, like we said, please, we put it out there. Everybody should go and read The Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, so you can understand what trading is all about, what trading in terms of probability is all about, and why, at the end of the day, we standing in and connecting into best traders, we just want you guys to jump that hurdle of you having to like stress yourself and learn all these things, crash and this and that and that. Jump all that and just leverage on the shoulders of great professional traders, and you can get into their like I said, option being is one of them. You can get into it and you can find how everything works. You can get into option being, join their group. Yeah, who just left us now is one of the traders there. You become more knowledgeable about all these things. So thank you guys for all of this. Always please check out our Facebook page, The Money Updates. You can go on Facebook. There we give a lot of things. That's what we connect traders to the best groups. We give you information, we give you news. On our website, please, you can go to our website also. We give you news. We're updating our website now. For now, it's not themoneyupdate.great.com. It's no more that. It's themoneyupdate.com, wix/my site. But then we're still going through some upgrades, so we'll be moving to a bigger one soon. So you guys can go there. But go to our Facebook page, The Money Update, our Twitter page at The Money Update. Also, you get information with us. In our weekends, we give knowledge in trading, so you can get from us also. Thank you very much for all that you've done. Thank you for this, for coming through, for listening in, and I hope you guys really learned a lot from us. Same time, same place. Next week, we'll be having the second session. Thanks for you guys joining us in the first session. God bless you guys. Safe.